The DSD team arrived at the iconic day ticket venue for surely what's going to be an action-packed 72 hours, and with 20 of the team ready to put their skills to the test, and with the dreams of getting amongst some big scaly carp that call it home. Sandhurst is 14 acres in size and is known as one of the most prolific day ticket fisheries in the country, set in the famous Yateley complex, which is steeped in history. The lake record currently stands at over £45, and at the right time of year there are 10 different known 40 pounders. First thing on the agenda was a lap of the lake. A few of the team had never stepped foot on the venue before, so everyone was fixated on looking at the lake, looking for signs where the carp were held up. Some areas were looking more likely than others, and the effort put into now can make all the difference when it comes to the draw.
Whoever gets drawn will come and pick the next one out.
I'll have Pego.
Georgie.
What number, mate?
Shoot, what number? 21. 30. Luke.
No. Azar. Jimbo.
Guys, like I put in the message, if you do want to move swim throughout the session, you have to double check with the person you're moving in next to. Because if they don't want you to go in there, then you ain't going in there. Yeah, so they might be fishing that water, you can't jump in there. It's a social at the end of the day, so let's just all get on it and have a few fish. Be lucky, boys.
I came first on a draw and I picked up 31, the pipe. I've got a few options there, so it's looking good. So I came out second in the draw. I decided to pick 26, which is on the island. Main reason to be in open water. I see a few fish over there as well, so I thought I'd get in open water so I can get out and sort of stick to the middle of the lake.
With the draw over and done, it was back to the motors to get the batteries loaded. Sandhurst operates a nets and slings dip policy which helps protect the fish from disease. Once that was done and dusted, everyone was eager to get to their swims and get the fishing started.
Right, so come out in the draw. Myself and Fudge are going to be fishing next to each other as we did on the last social, so we can work with camera. We've jumped into bailiff, so he's in 24, I'm in 23.
Well, basically I chose the bailiff swim. Obviously, bailiff swim's always a good swim to go in, but no one else is into the right. I think if you look at it to the right of us, no one's in there, it commands a lot of water, mate, so
We're down at Sandhurst Lake in Yateley, second DSD social of the year. 20 of us on, done the draw this morning. Everyone's happy with their pegs. I'm in peg 23, I think. Fishing at about 10 reps. Nice little gravel area. The weather has come with us that we had at Burners, to be fair. Smashing with rain, loads of wind. Brilliant.
The carp certainly didn't seem to be put off by the weather, and it didn't take long for the first fish to end up in the net.
£37. Just turned out the rods out about 2-3 minutes. Not a bad way to open your Sandhurst campaign.
What a way to kick off the social. A new PB for Dan, and that could only mean one thing.
Right, well, I went off the old bailiff's information. They said sort of 11 wraps out in this swim. I first plumbed up 12.5, decided to go 11, found a nice little sort of clear area, a little bit of weeds. So I decided to go with armed with a size 6, like I say, the Ronnie, just so it's percent over, just over the top of the line weed, and seems to have done the business. Did about 8 or 10 sort of spods over the area, 3 rods quite tight, 1 just off the bait spot. And lucky enough that was the last rod out, and within 3 minutes it was away. Well, it's one of them things, it's raining, but take it back another PB, so it's going well at the moment.
There were no more fish that evening, but that was going to be short-lived.
That went a long way off. 29 like. Do these. Cool, thanks guys.
First light brought not only more rain, but also more carp. With Ollie landing the third fish of the session at £23.8, a lovely dark common was the prize for getting wet. As the morning progressed, any hopes of the weather improving were quickly dashed, although by late morning it had finally managed to blow over, and with that came more carp, and what a carp it was.
I'm on swim 31, the fish weighs 25.80 and it comes a bit to the left on 11.5 wraps.
Quiet night for me last night. We're just coming in, wrapping up the first 24 hours. I think there's been 4 fish so far. Another PB for Dan, same as Berners All, he's nicked another PB, £37. Bob, 2 swims up from him, had 1. Ollie's had 1, so there's 3 fish on the far bank so far. And then Georgie's just picked 1 up on this side. Weather has been horrendous again. Rain constantly this morning, rain yesterday, wind, not your typical August, let's put it that way. I'm gonna get a barbie on, have a bit of a social, couple of beers, a few burgers. Myself, Chris and Luke are gonna have a wander around. We're gonna have a chat with the lads that have had fish, see what products they're using, see how they're applying their bait and what sort of areas they're fishing.
When you're on them, you're on them. Georgie getting to his second fish of the session, and with having first choice of swims, it seemed like he made the right decision.
Again, the same spot to the left of swim 31, which is called the pipe. Same tactic, same bait, same rig, DSD, wide gap SP, doing the job as always. MC nut, white pop-up.
Bob, not to be outdone by Georgie, also had number 2 on the bank.
Second fish of the session, lost one this morning, same spot, long shanks, and Brave doing the business again.
Mate, you should be on for a few more, I reckon.
I think so.
And the bites just kept coming, with Matt getting a bite out of an unfancied swim.
New PB, called it Yateley, £24.8, absolutely buzzing.
However, sometimes things just don't go to script.
We've got beef kebabs and we've got chicken kebabs, we've got chicken drumsticks, obviously more kebabs, pork loin steaks, lamb shanks, also burgers, sausages, just about everything for them. And halloumi, can't forget halloumi.
Bringing to a close the first 24 hours on the Sandhurst social. 7 fish out so far at £37. New PB for Dan. Big barbecue just been had. All the boys fully fed and energised, back out at their swims, getting the rods out. Weather's moved in again, warring with rain, so hopeful for a big one tonight.
Sweet.
Originally went in peg 18, soon realised that I was cut off quite badly up there, there's a lot of lines, so I moved down into peg 6. See a lot of fish in front of this swim, and yeah, nothing last night, but just before it got dark, left hand rod rattled off, little £19.6, nearly leather, beautiful, good to get off the mark. .24-4, Sandhurst, scaly banger on a DSD, size 4 Choddy SP on a Sandhurst knotless knot.
Again, swim at 31, the pipe 12.5 wraps a bit to the left, and it weighs 31.14 on a rig multi with a pop-up.
New PB, mate, innit?
New PB, yeah.
Getting wet in the morning.
Getting wet, jumping in the lake as I promised.
And the bites just kept coming. This time it was Azza locked in battle. With the carp doing everything it could do for freedom, but it was all in vain because it was soon in the net.
£26 on the nose. Caught on the DSD size 4 straight point Ronnies with a new stealth hook link. Lovely job. This is my first one for a while. Been on a epic row of blanks, so this is very welcome. Get in there. Oh.
Morning, boy. And if it wasn't crazy enough already, now Sam and Bob in swims 9 and 10 were both away at the same time. It was Bob who managed to scoop the net under his fish first, making that number 3 on the bank. Not letting the side down though, Sam also managed to guide the fish safely into the net.
What do you have on?
A Ronnie, fishing in the weed. A white pop-up. On a size 6 wide game SP.
Banger, mate. Well done.
He's a proper crusty one, isn't he?
Proper carnage with 2 commons. First one came as I was filming Sam with his fish on. Landed the first one and the other rod's gone off. Both probably over £30. This one £30 full. The first of the 230s, going in at 33.2 I think. Run was when I was trying to film Sam with his mirror. This one was actually on a pop-up on curved shank hook, fished on its own.
Peg 26 on the right hand side of the island. See a few fish showing on the first and second mornings. Decided to find out if I could find a spot. It's about 11.5 wraps to swim 14, and this resulted in this mega, just over £30 common. Caught on a slip D noodle rig.
First out in the draw, you chose peg 31, mate. What was that?
Yeah, as soon as I saw the map, that swim get into my mind, and that was one of my choices.
You know, this little marginal area down here.
Yes, I've got a few options to the left, a bit to the right, and obviously all that area in front.
What sort of distance are you allowed in this swim?
20 wraps, but I'm not fishing 20 wraps. I'm fishing, there is a hot spot, 11.5 wraps, a bit to the left, and then a bit to the right of that spot, 12.5 wraps, and that's where I had my PB.
Yeah, I was just about to say you had a nice big PB.
Yeah.
So you've had 3 fish so far?
3 fish so far.
All off the same spot?
Yes.
All off the same?
2 on 11.5 and 1, which is my PB, on 12.5.
Nice.
On fish
and your PB, you didn't get a bucket, Georgie, did you?
No, I did another promise, which is going to follow.
Tell me you're going to be jumping in.
He's going to be, he will follow, yeah.
Good man.
Well, last night I had a PB and I did a promise that I'm gonna do that.
Yeah! Go on, Georgie.
Yeah!
How is it? Is it cold in there?
No, the water is There you go.
Hey, well done, mate.
Thanks, man.
Just popped in to see Dan. He had the first fish of the social, £37 new PB. He must be
Yeah.
buzzing, mate.
These socials been treating me kindly with 2 PBs on the bounce.
Yeah.
So yeah, just fishing, not even that far out, seen a few fish top when I got here. Put a couple of spots out and it was away within about 3 or 4 minutes.
Nice result, mate. What rig are you having him on, mate?
Size 6 SP, I've already tied Ronnie on the new stealth hook link.
That's it, here, ready
Yeah.
tied. Why size 6? Is that your preferred size?
Just counterbalances a 12mm perfectly, no putty, just sits
So
perfect.
no putty on that rig, just sits up
Nothing,
beautifully.
no.
And anti-tangle purposes, you put
Yeah, tiny little anti-tangle sleeve just over the loop. Other than that, just sits perfect and no tangles whatsoever.
what bait you using, mate?
Little 12mm yellow from Urban Baits. Just a little bit of pineapple goo. Perfect. That's
And that's
wash,
doing the
mate.
job for you. So
Right,
35
spot.
burners and a 37 this
37 this time.
session. Mate, can't go wrong, can you? Well in, brother.
Doing well.
What can we say about your session, mate? It's been a blinder, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been very, very good, very pleased, exceptional. Don't normally fish this sort of sessions, but seems to have made it work.
Yeah, it's not really your thing, is it, being hemmed in, anglers around you? You like fishing in quite a little corners normally, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I like as much of the lake to myself as I can, but on this sort of places you're not going to get it. But the guys either side have been respectful towards their my angling, so you can't complain. Other places people wouldn't be. So it's been good.
Well, we had them 5 fish,
Yeah.
1 loss,
Yeah, 5
all
fish
over
and
£25.
Yeah, smallest 25, it's 33. So
Nice little brace this morning, the 30s as well.
yeah, 2 commons, never very, very, very rarely catch commons, so to catch 2 in half hour was mind blowing, too, true. Yeah.
Decent, mate. And you've got 20 wraps in the swim.
Yeah.
You're fishing on your limits.
20
Not
racks,
the swim.
yeah, 19 and after 20 racks, pulling it a little bit back on the half the float, just dropping the one a bit further and one a little bit back, so the average is probably about 19.
And that's just off the gravel. So,
Yeah, all the silver bit, yeah. Most of the fish come to the left hand side, so I think the fish will possibly come in that way.
Nice, mate.
That's been good. I enjoy it.
Little double hook up with Sam.
Yeah.
Was you concerned that one of you picked up the other?
I thought I'd actually picked up with Luke,
Oh, really?
yeah, because my fish went that way.
Right, okay.
And I was worried about it going over to Sam, but he managed to keep me straight. It did go that way, but he never connected, which is fortunate.
Yeah, and you managed to get it before he did.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
But it's been a brilliant session so far. I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to all the other rest of the season.
Thank you.
Well done,
Thanks,
mate.
Dan. Thanks for inviting us.
Fishing into the plateau, 15.5 wraps out, and that's the first one for me. 24-12, caught on the multi-rig, size 4, wide gape SP, and stealth hook link, holding the strong as always. Well happy with that. Took me 2 attempts to actually netted it. It's like come really close, thought I've got it, and it went straight out. And a few more minutes of a bit of a battle again, and finally it got in. Man, it was such a relief, such a relief. My first, like I said, I've been here before at Sandhurst, and this is the first time I've caught. I think big thanks to DSD Tackle.
What, Jimbo?
Sick fish, mate. Look at those scales, mate. Scales for days, isn't it? waking up to the mist rolling over the water is what it's all about. It had been a mega trip so far, and the final morning didn't disappoint. Luke kicked things off with an epic common, but that was just a taste of things to come.
Lovely £32 common on the last morning for myself. Come off the 12.5 wrap spot towards peg 14, and I'm in peg 26. Happy days. Seventh fish of the session, cell bodies again on a bottom bait.
It had already been an eventful morning, but it was just about to get a little more interesting. Carl managed to find a new spot, and it's safe to say his effort was repaid big time. It was clearly one of the late's big uns, but the question was just how big. Breaking the magical £40 mark was the perfect way to top an absolutely epic session.
Obviously after about 50 something odd hours I was already on a blank, kind of accepted the fact that I was on a blank, and then early this morning it just went off and resulted in this 41.10 mirror. Happy days, new PB. Nice.
Last PB before this was 27.5 to go up to 41.10. Remarkable.
Last minute bite, took Jack's GoPro off of the net handle and it went off within 2 minutes. It's been jinxing me the whole session. Changed over to bottom baits last night from pop-ups. The majority of the lads were having them on the bottom baits. Size 6, wide gape SP, 18mm bottom bait, urban nutcracker.
Packing up fish, last fish out of Sandhurst just as the rods are coming in. Not sure how much it weighs at the moment, but who cares when they look this pretty. Oh, and wriggle.
So last minute, 27.5, 12 wrap spot, taking on a bottom bait.
That brings to a close an epic 72 hours on Sandhurst. 30 takes, 27 fish landed, 6 30s, a 40, 4 new PBs. We really couldn't have asked for much more coming down here. We've had a great laugh, good food, good time, and good people. Get yourself down to Sandhurst, catch some of the lumps that are in here. Have a look on our website for the tackle. We hope you've enjoyed the watch. Hope to see you next time on the bank.